Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nell Nicole and I'll be your astrologer for today. For those of you who are interested in learning more about moon cycles, in particular the new moon that just fell into Leo this morning, July 23rd, around between 5 and 6 a.m., you're in the right place. Um, so first things first, if you're, not new to my channel, if you've been checking me out for a while, you know that I've never recorded in this space before. This is my enclosed deck. My studio slash office space is like at the top of my house and it's just way too damn hot for me to be trying to record up there. So welcome to my enclosed porch. So now that that's out of the way, you guys know, like I said, for the people who've kind of been tuning in over these past few months, I think I started this channel somewhere around February this year. I've been trying to keep up with tracking these moon cycles with you guys, for my own sake and for yours as well, just for documentation purposes, but also because I feel like the one thing that I've learned about astrology, and I've been studying this science for over, really, I'm usually modest and I say upwards of 10 years, but really it's been more like 15, 16 years that I've been studying. One thing that I noticed is that you only learn through experience, through repetition. Astrology is kind of like the study of patterns in my mind, realizing the planetary patterns and once you recognize the things that are going on up there, you can start to correlate those patterns, right, with the things that we're actually experiencing, the energies that we're actually experiencing down here. And so I try to be very, very diligent about getting these videos out on like either like right before the cycle happens or the day of, because as you guys know, right, moon energy, full moon, new moon energy is usually the most potent for those first 3 days. So since it's happening today on the 23rd, that would be today the 23rd, which is a Sunday, I think, tomorrow the 24th, which is Monday, and the 25th, which would be Tuesday. So those would be the times where you would need to kind of take advantage of the intensity of the energy and write your intentions. For full moon energy, it'd be a good time to write your the things that you want to release down, the intentions that you wish to release from you. I always like to kind of give you the distinction between full moon and new moon, because I think astrology is becoming a bit of a fad now, I'm not gonna lie, and I feel like there's a few buzz phrases that people throw around, and if you, like, I know on Twitter I follow a bunch of people who are into astrology and who actively tweet about the transits that are happening as they're happening. And I feel like a lot of people are very knowledgeable about the science, and a few people are kind of just piggybacking off of what other people say. So there's not a full understanding of what it is that's actually going on. They're just kind of like, they have a gist of the idea, but they don't really know specifically what's happening. So just to be clear, new moons are a time where you're supposed to be trying to call things into your existence. It's a great time to practice the law of attraction through affirmations, manifestation, writing things down, right, in order to call them into your space and your orb. Full moon is more of a time where it's geared towards releasing things, cutting cords, cutting energetic cords, and attachments to things that no longer serve you. And it's funny because like on Twitter and on Instagram, even all day I've been scrolling and seeing people like, it's time to release that which no longer serves you, which, don't get me wrong. It's, if you need to release something, if you need to cut a damn cord, it's always a good time to do that. Like, there's no rule book that says, oh, you absolutely can't do this during this time. But I want you guys, if you're going to be using these phrases and these terms and you want to become more knowledgeable about the actual science, I feel like you got to kind of know what's what. Things can get very muddled up via people and their different perceptions and things. And I feel like not enough of us do enough research in order to kind of know what specific energies are geared towards what actions, you know what I'm saying, and what levels of initiative need to be taken in order to take full advantage of those energies. So with that being said, I'm off my rant now. I got all these notes here for the new moon. So we're going to get right off into it. And I don't copy off of other people. I think astrology is one of those things where you really do have to do your research. And it's funny because I'm always absorbing new knowledge. I'm always reading articles and books. And I even have a book that I kind of want to introduce you guys to in a minute. But before I do these videos, because as you can see, I'm real sprawled all over the place. I have a Gemini rising, as you know. So what I like to do is kind of plot out what I'm going to say, because if not, I run off on a damn tangent, and I don't want to do y'all like that this month. I actually want to make this video pretty short. So let's go. So I don't know if I mentioned, but the Leo new moon, it was actually, the new moon actually happened between 5 and 6 a.m. this morning, Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. And a new moon is basically just when the sun and moon are conjunct in the sky. And what a conjunction is basically when two planets, right, two major planets are within 10 degrees of each other, give or take, right? So I know that technically this new moon, I was just looking at a transit chart. Actually, I want to pull it up now because I want to be as accurate as possible. The sun, wait a minute, the sun is actually in Cancer still, right? While, oh, no, it just went into Leo. Okay, so the sun and moon are both in Leo. As well as there's a conjunction to Mars there too, which we'll get into in a minute. But with that being said, the sun represents your ego, how you see yourself, how you wish to put yourself out into the world. It's like the most flattering version of yourself in your own mind, in my way. It's where you shine your light on your chart. And people like to equate the sun with, wanting attention and seeking attention and being this flamboyant energy. And it can kind of manifest itself that way depending on what vibrational frequency that person who's expressing their sun is on. But the sun is also just more so about that regality. If you think about it, every other planet literally orbits around the sun. So it's the center, it's the nucleus of the universe. And so with that being said, it's how you govern yourself. It's the center point within your being, right? So it's how you carry out action, how you put yourself out into the world, how you wish to bring every other planet along with you, right? It's the vehicle that you're in a way. And then the moon is also it's like, if the sun is the vehicle that you're driving, the moon is the person who's actually driving it. It's who you actually are. It's the real you. It's your emotional essence. It's your reactionary nervous system, right? It's emotion. It's emotion, pure emotion. So if you put those two things together, it's kind of like your emotions are the driving force behind the vehicle that's taking you wherever it's taking you. And so with new moon, I think that's a lot of the reason why it's a great time to set those intentions as far as what it is that you want to do. How do you want to continue to move forward? What energies do you wish to call into your car with you, right? Do you have a proper GPS system? Do you have AC in this motherfucker with you? Do you, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these other planets are kind of coming along with you in order to help express themselves through the sun via the motive and the motivation of the moon, right? So I hope I'm not going over anybody's head. I get a little philosophical sometimes, so just excuse me. But yeah, so it's an opportunity to really bring in your heart's desires at this moment. So with this moon being in Leo, let's talk a little bit about what it means, what the Leo energy centers around. Leo rules over creativity. Let me see what I have. Generosity, celebration, fun, happiness, joy. Just that exuberant energy that allows you to express yourself creatively in the most free way. Leo also rules over the number 5. It's freedom. It's liberation. It's setting yourself free, not judging yourself, because you know that you have the confidence within you to be who it is that you are in your true essence. It's authenticity in the best way possible, and I think that because of that, sometimes people who overexert their Leo can be seen as cocky, arrogant, and a lot of times I think it's misunderstood energy, because Leo is just about owning it. It's a go or who you say you are. It's about showing up as who it is that you say you are. Right? Like me, I'm Nell Nicole, right? So I do astrology, tarot, I'm a businesswoman, I'm a musician, I'm a performer, I'm a mother, you know what I mean? I'm a million different things. And so it's like, this is the time where you really have to get beastie about it and confident about it. It reminds me of the strength card in the tarot. For anybody who's interested in that, the strength card is usually signified by a woman, and she's kind of taming the beast. There's a lion there, and she has the beast on a leash, or maybe not even a leash, but she's like holding on to his mane, and he's walking with her. It's about taming the beast within you in order to reach your highest levels of strength to the point where nobody can tell you shit. You are who you are, and you own that, and you possess that confidence, right? And so I also wanted to kind of tip you guys off, because if you're interested in this type of thing, I feel like the only way that you get closer to certain levels of understanding is to, of course, receive readings. And I do offer readings for pretty much anything. If you talk to me, I'll price a reading for you depending on your budget and what it is that you're asking me for. But So let me talk about that. So if you would like a reading based on this new moon, like I said, the first 3 days is where the energy is the most potent, but it does last for those 2 weeks up until the full moon. I can basically run up your astrological chart and tell you where Leo is in your chart to kind of determine what area of your life you need to focus on and what area in your life, do you see my daughter? What area in your life you can kind of start to cultivate this energy in. I know for myself, Leo is actually in my 3rd house. It rules my communication. And it's funny, my affirmations, without me even realizing it, have been centered around my music, my vocal abilities, exercising that within my videos, my readings, becoming more communicative and more clear with my communication, a little bit more confident in my communication and what it is that I know, right? Because it's about your inner dialogue, how you speak to yourself, how you process information, right? So I can basically break that down for you and give you a more personalized view of what the full moon, or excuse me, what the new moon in Leo may mean for you. But also, I always encourage you guys to do your own work. I got this book for like hella cheap. Actually, it's like a $20 value. I think I might have gotten it for like 10. It's called New Moon Astrology. And Miss Jan Spiller actually goes through and gives you each new moon and helps you come up with certain like affirmations and intentions that you can work on setting for yourself. Because like I said, now is a good time to actually get out your pen and paper and write out what it is that you want to call into your existence. So let's read a little excerpt. So it says, Leo rules dignity, including recognition, being center stage, self-confidence, powerful individual expression, radiance, benevolence. So it says, sample wishes to enhance dignity. I'm going to just read a few. It says, I want to easily find myself happily participating in the right theater group for me. I want to easily find myself putting others on center stage in a way that creates positive mutual energy. I want to easily find myself enjoying center stage enjoying being center of the stage in a healthy, happy way. So do you see kind of where she's pushing you to put your energy, right? And if you notice, she talks a lot about easily, happily, freely. These things make it so that whatever it is that you're asking for can come to you in a way of ease. You don't want to start, like I could say right now on my list of affirmations, I want to be rich, but at what cost? How does it come to me? If I don't specify how I want that thing to come to me, universe will basically just pick the quickest route. And sometimes the quickest route is not always the healthiest, the happiest, or the easiest. It could come to you in a hard way. You could say, I want to be rich right now. And then you turn around and your favorite grandmother dies. But the thing about it is she had, some money put up for you. And so now you got that inheritance, but now you've lost a near and dear loved one. So do you understand how it's important to be very specific about how it is that you use these intentions? And I think I'll just go ahead and do a whole video on that. Here's my, this is actually the second list of intentions that I wrote, with a loved one. We both sat down and looked through the book and did it together in order to kind of amplify that energy. We didn't share our lists with each other. We kept them very private and personal, but we did kind of talk about the things that we wanted to center our list around. And I feel like anytime you can engage with another person in that type of thing, and increase the energetic field around those intentions that you're setting, it's a good thing. I'm gushing. I'm going off on a tangent. Let me keep going. So yeah, I read you guys an example from the book. I told you it's okay. So let's talk about this conjunction to Mars that's right here with the sun and moon. As you guys know, Mars has actually been tinkering around the sun and moon for a while now, or at least around the sun for a while now, and the moon just comes back around and joins up with him. Mars is the energy, it's the cutting energy. It's the energy of aggression. It's the energy of not setting intentions, but taking initiative towards something. It's the action planet. It's the soldier of the zodiac, of the planetary sky, right? And so depending on you and your own current vibrational disposition will determine what that Mars means for you or how you choose to express it. So they say like powerful people are just powerful people. It's whether they choose to use their powers for good or evil. That's really the deciding factor. It's the character of the person that explains the expression of that energy. And so on a more lower vibration, that Mars, it can be taken as a raw nerve. It could be irritation just like worn on your sleeve. Like It could be, let me see, it could manifest as a raw nerve of irritation, which uses the action and the ego of the sun. So the action of Mars and the ego of the sun to push an agenda of being very cutting, brutal, violence, just anything kind of like negative and brute. It's that male energy on the low vibration. So using the strength, using your power for sort of like destruction in a way, not in a Scorpio type of way, but more of an Aries type of way, right? Because Mars rules Aries. So Aries is very quick. It's very fiery. It's very fast. It's very kind of like just cut your head off. You know what I'm saying? But on a more higher vibrational level, Mars can be a driving force, right? Like I said, it rules initiative, it rules action, it rules intention. So it's kind of like it pairing up with the sun. If you have a good grip on your ego, right? And you're a good grip on your emotions and what it is that you want, what it is that your driving force is in life, that Mars can just help you push that whole agenda forward. I know that for me, this new moon has been very powerful, especially because I've spent time alone creating lists of intentions. I've gathered up with loved ones to create lists of intentions. I'm cultivating this energy of positivity around in my space, and I feel like this new moon I feel the vibrational change quicker, kind of. And like I said, Mars is a planet of quickness, swiftness, things happening right away, right? And you setting your intention on something and it just coming to you. Mars wants what it wants right now. And so since I've taken advantage of this energy, it's coming back to me very, very quickly. Yeah, so that's why I want you guys to get into writing these lists of intentions and even Google it. If you don't have the money to buy this book, or if you can't find this book, Google it. Intentions, new moon intentions, new moon and Leo intentions. And I'm sure people have templates out there that you can kind of copy off of until you get the idea. And then, you know, you do it month after month and you'll start to be able to sort of come up with those intentions on your own. I know that being that this new moon is happening in my third house of creativity, vocal ability. I'm a writer. I also have Jupiter there, so it's very big. Things become expansive in that house, and it rules creativity in a way because it's ruled by Leo. And so this month, I really didn't have to look at any of the prompts that Miss Spiller kind of laid out for me. I was just very compelled to be more creative in the way that I worded my intentions. And that's something that Miss Jan Spiller also talks about is, you know, being very careful with choosing your words because, hey, whatever you write is set in stone, right? So you don't want to just be writing shit all willy-nilly. You want to be very specific. I'm off it. Direct your wishes towards the focus of this new moon. So like I said, being that this new moon is in Leo, just making sure that you center your intentions around creativity, generosity, celebration, fun, determination, dignity, strength, even discipline in a way. So the other thing I wanted to mention to you guys about these new moon intentions is that you do want to sort of keep them handy. I know certain people have been on Twitter kind of making it a big trend to do these new moon intentions, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Besides for the fact that, like I said, a lot of people don't go the extra mile to educate themselves on what it is that they're getting themselves into, right? So one of the things that I kind of want to point out that has been very vital in my experience is once you write these things, you kind of want to keep them. Don't burn them. Keep them. Put them, like even if you devote one notebook strictly to that, it will make the energy that much more potent. And the more intentions you set in it, and the fact that you even intended for this particular notebook to be about intentions, it makes the vibration of the book that much more enhanced. And it might sound crazy to somebody that is more of a foreign concept too, but just trust me, or not. You have free will. But I'm telling you what I've learned through my experience. Even I have like a box that I'm going to start putting mine in because I've noticed that I've been a little bit scattered. I have had a notebook before, and I noticed the way that things unfolded for me when I kept things in a specific place as opposed to scattering them all around. So now I've started just writing them, like I said, on printer paper and then folding them up and putting them in that book. And then even it serves as a tool for reflection because, hey, a year down the line, you can go back in that book, open them up, read them, and literally check off all the shit that you actually manifested. We'll go more into manifestation in another video. I'm really working on getting these videos to be shorter and shorter, y'all. But let me see. Yeah, you want to track your moon cycles. Full moon in one place, new moon in another place. My daughter is such a creep. She's my child 2.0, I swear. Um, and then, like I said, if you guys would like a reading with me concerning this new moon, just contact me at nailforhighvibe@gmail.com. I will work with you, and we can definitely get that out to you. I did want to pull a quick little card from this deck from Miss Sonia Coquette. This is the Vibrations deck. What is it? Trust Your Vibes deck. And if you guys tune into my tarot pulls monthly, you know that I just started. Oh God, I'm sorry, guys. I just started using this deck. Excuse me, I gotta pick these up. Because it's so interesting to me in the way that each card has a call to action on it. So it's not like, it's something that actually asks for you to be more involved in your expansion. Excuse me. And so I just want to pull one in the name of the new moon. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. And it's so hot out here, y'all. All right. Universe, spirits, angels of love and light, please give me a call to action for this new moon. And it's so ironic, call on your angels. So to me, that's signifying, and the number is 13. It's a 4, my lucky number. I feel like that's so fitting for this particular new moon. I feel like everybody is going to have a different need, right, within this new moon. Everybody's level of self-confidence is going to be at a different place. If you are questioning how to move forward with this new moon, questioning your intentions, or you don't know exactly what to write, you feel a little bit lost, sometimes just a little meditation and calling your angels in can be just the perfect guiding force for you. I'm going to just leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming out with monthly general readings for the end of June, beginning of August, pretty soon. So keep an eye out for that. I'm actually off work for the next few weeks, so I'll be able to bust out a few more videos. Follow me on Twitter at Nell Nicole, Instagram at Nell Nicole, Snapchat in Nicole Mars. All that will be down in the description box below. As well as, I talked about the new moon readings, but if you guys just want regular old astrological readings or tarot readings, please contact me at nailforhighvibe@gmail.com, and I'll send you the prompts for how to move forward with that. Thank you guys so much for enduring this video and just sticking with me through it all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Say bye. Say bye.